It appears that the longtime dictator is dead. Joining us now on the phone from Libya is Marlowe. She is an occasional guest of this program, also a visiting fellow at the Hudson Institute, and currently working on a book about Libya's first year of freedom. She is based, I should say, in a town about 70 miles outside Tripoli. Has the word gotten there yet, Anne?
Thank you. You can possibly hear the celebratory gunfire in the background here. The town of Swara, the so-called Berber or Amazigh capital of Libya, has been going wild for hours. I was part of a parade that involved everything from grandmothers to infants, people firing assault rifles all the way up to 105-millimeter rockets, which are definitely not something you want to have fired in your town. For hours and hours, as they celebrate not only the death of a dictator that everyone in this area hates, but the possibilities of living their ancient and suppressed culture. One of the little-known aspects of Gaddafi's dictatorship was that he wouldn't allow the Berber minority here, which may be as many as 1 million of the country's 6 million inhabitants, to write their language, which is a 3,000-year-old script. So the people here have an extra measure of joy in the death of Gaddafi, and they're not only waving the tricolor independence flag, but they're driving around with the pan-national Amazigh flag of yellow, green, and blue on their cars, waving it from their houses, wearing T-shirts and baseball caps. So for them, this means a new beginning, not only for democracy in Libya, but also for their own minority rights as the largest minority ethnic group in Libya.
Well, you raise an interesting question. There are so many minorities in Libya, so many tribes. You've got Arab cities. You've got a Berber city where you are. Democracy can be ugly. And do you get the sense that as a nation, the Libyans are going to be able to unite in a way that preserves whatever fabric there is to that society in the absence of Muammar Gaddafi and his iron-fisted rule?
Well, I think that the question remains as to how much control the Transitional National Council has over the situation. I actually spoke today to Othman Ben Sassi, who is Zwara's representative on the council. He was supposed to come here today, but needless to say, he's pretty busy in Tripoli right now with this news. But basically, there are ongoing concerns, I think, of the people here that only a strong national government will actually be able to protect them, because until just a few days ago, they were under shelling from some of their Arab neighbors. They've had an ongoing land dispute for generations, apparently, with 2 towns south of here. And the militia from Misrata had to come in to keep the peace and disarm the people from Jumail and Rigdalin, 2 other towns of about 50,000 south of here, which have been shelling civilians in Zwara. By the time I arrived 2 days ago, that was over, but it did claim the lives of several civilians in the last week. And it's that sort of warlordism and anarchy that people here are very afraid of. They definitely want to have the Transitional National Council assert itself, and it's not clear that it's going to be able to do so.
With a book in the works, you could not be there at a more historic and opportune time. We'll look forward to reading it when you get it finished. Anne Marlowe, who is a journalist there visiting Libya right now. Anne, thank you.